The year was 490 BCE. The mighty Persian Empire, led by King Darius I, had set its sights on Greece. Seeking to punish Athens for its support of the Ionian revolt, Darius launched an invasion, sending a vast army across the Aegean. His forces landed on the plains of Marathon, just 40 kilometers from Athens. The fate of Greece now hung in the balance. The Athenians, vastly outnumbered, knew they had little time to prepare. Their army of around 10,000 hoplites, heavily armored citizen soldiers, marched to meet the Persian threat, but they stood alone. Sparta, known for its elite warriors, had promised to help, but religious observances delayed their arrival. Athens had only one ally, the small city of Plataea, which sent a force of about 1,000 men. Against them stood a Persian army of 20 to 25,000 soldiers, including archers, cavalry, and lightly armored infantry. Their strength lay in speed and numbers, while the Greeks relied on discipline and the power of the phalanx, a tightly packed formation of spearmen. For days, the two armies faced each other in a tense standoff. The Athenians, led by Miltiades, a general with first-hand experience of Persian tactics, knew that time was against them. The longer they waited, the more likely it was that the Persians would sail around Marathon and strike Athens directly. A decision had to be made. On the morning of the battle, the Greek army advanced. Unlike traditional engagements, where armies slowly closed the distance, the Athenians charged at full speed, covering the ground quickly to minimize the impact of Persian archers. The clash was fierce. At the center, the Greek line struggled against the Persian elite, but on the wings, where the Greeks had placed their strongest warriors, they pushed back the Persian flanks. As the Persians in the center advanced, the Greek wings curved inward, encircling their enemy. The Persians, caught in a deadly trap, panicked. With no room to maneuver, their lightly armored troops fell in large numbers. Those who could fled toward their ships. Greek warriors pursued them to the shoreline, capturing several Persian vessels before the rest escaped. It was a stunning victory. Nearly 6,400 Persians lay dead, while the Athenians suffered only 192 losses. But the danger wasn't over. The Persians still had a fleet, and they now sailed toward Athens, hoping to seize the city before the army could return. In a remarkable feat of endurance, the Greek forces marched back to Athens at full speed, covering the distance in just a few hours. When the Persian fleet arrived, they found the Athenian army waiting, standing firm. Seeing no chance of success, the Persians turned back. The victory at Marathon was more than just a military triumph. It proved that the mighty Persian Empire was not invincible. It showed that a smaller, determined force could stand against overwhelming odds and win. This battle would be remembered for generations, and it was here, on these fields, that an Athenian soldier named Phidippides is said to have run the distance from Marathon to Athens, bringing news of victory before collapsing from exhaustion, an act that inspired the modern marathon race. The Persian threat was far from over, but at Marathon, the Greeks had won a defining moment in history, one that would set the stage for even greater struggles to come.